Hi, I'm Louise and I'd like to welcome you to our caravan. Now, before I give you a guided tour, there are actually two videos now, one for winter and one for summer. This is the summer one. So if you arrive in between the 1st of April and the 30th of September, you're actually watching the right one. So without any more delay, let's get you on this guided tour. Right, so as you enter the van, this is the first thing you'll see. The curtains will be closed, generally speaking, and if you can leave them closed when you leave as well, that would be great. So to my left here is the sink. There is a double drainer here, but if you take this out for a second so I can show you what this is for, this green thing actually extends your draining space. So when it's set up like that, you can get more stuff on the draining board because it is quite small. You've got your kettle here and kitchen roll, your cooker here and chopping board. So to turn the cooker on, all you do is you keep it pressed down, move your knob to the correct position and press this button here, and that will light your gas. So to move it, let it catch for a second, and then to move it to the desired temperature, you just turn it further on. Okay, and that is the off position. Now, next to that is the toaster, and there is complimentary tea and coffee here. We don't keep any coffee in the coffee jar because it tends to get all stuck together. That is in the cupboard behind me. And then we've got a mug tray. All your crockery is in this cupboard. Under the cooker, you'll find your utensils, and there's a coffee machine down there. Feel free to use the pods. Then under here, we've got the knife drawer. You'll find lots of knives in there. And in this cupboard, there's the cleaning materials, and there is this tray which just slides out. Just be careful with your children around this cupboard because it's got the cleaning materials and it's got some really sharp knives in there. So keep your eye on them, don't let them in this area. Under here is your waste bin. There's some spare bags in there as well, and some spare cloths and sponges, although we do leave you one complimentary. Okay, with the washing up liquid, it is super concentrated washing up liquid. And it only needs one squirt to do a whole sink, so don't overdo it, otherwise you'll end up with loads of soap suds. Now over this side of the kitchen, you've got your microwave oven and you've got your cooker. Now the top bit is your grill, and obviously the bottom bit is the main cooker. To turn it on, make sure that you're turning the right one. The oven's to the right and the grill is to the left. And over here, there's a button which is supposed to turn it on, but it doesn't work. You'll need to use this, which is kept near the microwave, and there's an electric one there as well. Then next to that is a cupboard full of condiments. You can keep what you want in there as well. And under that is the pan drawer. So the pan drawer slides out there. Okay. Then next to that is your fridge freezer. So the top part is the fridge and the bottom part is your freezer. Now, unfortunately, when they installed this fridge, it didn't quite line up. So when you open the freezer, the fridge opens as well. Not a big problem because you're not in and out of the freezer all the time. So that's the kitchen. Moving on to this door here on your right. If you open that, it takes you into the corridor. And to your right here is the twin bedroom. So in the twin bedroom, you'll find two twin beds, amazingly. But also under the twin beds, you'll find spare chairs and the clothes area under there. So you'll find plenty of wardrobe space. There are 12 hangers up there and there are spare pillows as well. And under that, there's the drawers. And there's two cupboards above the bed as well. Plenty of storage space. So moving down to the end of the corridor, in here you'll find the master bedroom. So the master bedroom is a double bed. And again, we provide pillows, we provide duvets, and we provide mattress covers. If you've not booked the linen package, then you need to bring your own covers for pillowcases, a bottom sheet, quilt cover, towels and tea towels. If down here is your hairdryer, and I think somebody left some straighteners in there as well. And a quick word about this window. If you leave the window open during the day, when you come to close it, it's just this window. You'll close the bottom one, absolutely no problem. When you come to close the top one, you might find that, it's worked this time, but you might find that if it's gone too far open, you won't be able to close it, right? Okay, so there's a little catch at the back here, and you can push that in and push that at the same time, and it'll close. But if you can't do that, don't worry about it. I will sort it out when I come to clean. So the only other thing in here to show you is the walk-in wardrobe. Let's move over here. There you go. So that is a full length. Pop the light on. There we go. Full length walk-in wardrobe. To this side you'll find plenty of shelving, and again we've got coat hangers and more shelving space. Down here we've got some spare blankets. We've also got a dustpan and brush. There is an iron. At the bottom there is a spill buster, so if you've got a dog with you or you've got children with you and you have any accidents, please just use that and clean it up, and then I'll finish it off when I get here. On this side we've got spare bedding at the top, more coat hangers. There is a, how can I describe it? It's called a windbreak, but it's more like a tent that you take with you to the beach, and it pops up. So you can take that with you to the beach, just bring it back with you. And again, there's some chairs in these bags at the bottom. There's some chairs, and there's a fold out table which just springs up and you clip it into place. Again, you can use those. You can take them to the beach with you as long as you bring them back. Now then, this bit is important because this is the electric meter. There should be enough electric on it for your stay, but if there isn't and you need to top up, you can buy cards at reception. They're £10 each, and the machine takes £10 notes or £20 notes, but just put a tenner on it and that should do you for your remainder of your holiday. So to use that, all you do is you get your card, and there is a slot here, just there, and you push it into this slot until it clicks, and it'll top it up by £10 at the top. Then finally, just coming out the walk-in wardrobe, there is another door. If you open that, you're in the ensuite bathroom. So you've got a little room here, and it's got a small wash basin and your toilet, and that's basically all that's in there. Then coming back down the corridor, on the right hand side here, you have the master bathroom. You've got your double shower in here. You've got your wash basin and the toilet behind you there, and then there's a cupboard for all your bits and bobs. Under the sink you've got your cleaning materials. Now, just one word about the cleaning materials: they are all Essence products, and apart from this one, which you put down the toilet neat and you only need a little bit of it, apart from that, they're all super concentrated. So these dilution bottles, if you empty one, don't throw it away, because I'll be topping it up with new solution using this. So it all dilutes down. It's all very eco-friendly, and I'd appreciate it if you don't throw the dilution bottles away. Just one word about the extractor fan. When you leave, please make sure that's turned off. A lot of people leave it on and it eats electric. And the same with the outside light. The outside light is here. Can you make sure that those are both in the off position? That's the inside light. That one's the outside light. If you can make sure that's in the off position so it's not using up electric when you leave. Then the final door on this corridor is the boiler. And this should look like this when you arrive. So it's got 2 lines there, which means it's off. The only thing that you need to touch, don't touch the dial at the bottom. The only thing that you need to touch is this here. That turns it onto the water setting. And that turns it onto the heater setting. You can hear the heating come on there. Okay, I keep it in the water position, generally speaking, unless there's nobody here. And then I keep it off. You can adjust the temperature of the water up to wherever you want, whatever temperature you want. Okay, so moving back into the main living room, area. Over to your right, you've got a dining table and sideboard behind you. In the sideboard, you can pop in whatever you want. You'll find some unused dehumidifiers and a couple of pens in there. On here are your instructions for leaving, what to do with the key, etc. Down the back of the sofa, I don't know if you can see it from here, no, it's probably sitting at the other end. There is a spare dog bed, so if you forget your dog bed, then there's a spare one down here. There you go, there's a spare dog bed down there in case you need it. That is the Wi-Fi router. Don't turn that off when you leave, that just stays on all the time. The passcode to the Wi-Fi should have been provided to you in an email separately before you arrive. All the sofas and chairs have got covers on, so don't worry about letting your pet up on the furniture. Obviously, if it's got muddy paws, dry them off first. There is a spare heater down here in case you're here in winter months, just to warm the place up quicker because it can get quite cold in winter. The TV that comes with the remote. There's some guest information under here. And down here we have got a Nintendo Wii. And the board for that one is in the drawer under the fire. Okay, now just to show you how to work the fire, first of all, make sure that the switch at the wall is on, which it is. And then to use the fire, just pull that forward gently, it doesn't need a lot of force, and then the controls at the top there. And finally, this sofa is actually a sofa bed, so it pulls out. Just take off all the cushions, and what you'll find underneath, there's a handle that you pull, and you pull it up and towards you, and the whole bed is spring loaded and it should come out. The bedding for that is in the walk-in wardrobe on the top shelf. The spare key for the caravan, or the main key should I say, is there for you to use. You should have already been given instructions of how to get into the caravan using the key lock, which is under the caravan, and that was sent to you in a separate email. So finally, it only remains for me to say have a lovely holiday. If you need anything at all, you should have my number, so either give me a call or send me a text, and I'll be honest with you, I reply to phone calls a lot quicker than I do to text messages. So if you need me for anything, just pick the phone up and give me a call. See you soon. Have a great holiday.